first one. It's okay. I don't know if that was the first one actually. Oh, that was the first one. But I quite liked this here. But
yeah.
That one. So this one, I think it's kind of. This was the last one I did, and I was using a bit more paint. I kept saying to everybody, use more paint. Yes. So I thought, well, maybe I should use more paint. so this was the last one I did, and I was putting it on with a bit thicker with a palette knife, but the colour here is quite good. This colour was quite strong, so I quite like that. So maybe this one, I'm thinking at the moment, I'm thinking start with this one, maybe try and get some of this colour into here somewhere. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm sort of thinking it's dark a bit here, maybe I'll keep. You know, I can maybe use some of those marks later on. Actually, some of that might look quite nice up here where it's a little bit, this is similar sort of colour, but this is a bit nicer. So, I don't know, maybe let's find out. Not quite dry enough, is it? Let's get this right there. And I do again quite like this bit at the top, but I'm not sure about this washy blue stuff. I'm not that keen on. So I'm going to get rid of it. I feel like that white would be stronger if it's, you know, kind of making that sort of corner. Just want to lose that bit where it's sort of floating away. Oh, you know, like I was saying yesterday, you know, sometimes just cropping things down can just change them completely, and you just feel like, you know, the painting has, you know, still got the essence of what you were doing, but it's just a bit tighter and a bit more under control, and it's not, you know, disappearing off to the edges like this one is. So I'm going to just go ahead and stick that down and use it as a starting point. To have a look at this bit of colour, I feel like this you could just do with a bit more oomph. So I'm just going to sacrifice this one. I just want that bit out. No, I want that bit. I want that bit. That bit. No, that bit's what I want. Let's see what I think. I like the idea of this. Some of that's all right. What about over there? Just like the idea of this bit of green here, so maybe that's all it needs, is that bit of green. That's sort of interesting, because this is pretty boring over this side. I feel like that's got a bit more going on, but this is all a bit dull over here. Whereas I think that you kind of screw your eyes up a bit and really use your imagination. I'm going to, what we try and do is make it a bit more, I don't know actually, it might just work if I can sort of imagine that kind of working actually. I mean, it's similar, isn't it? Similar but better. I'll just move that over a little bit. And I like to check to see what I'm losing. See if I actually think this bit is more interesting than what's underneath. So, and that kind of works quite well. You know, I was saying yesterday about the, you know, being careful with cropping when you're cropping stuff. That you don't end up with, you know, these straight. Sorry, I'm waving this ruler around. These straight edges in the middle. It's okay if you crop things to the edge in a straight line because, you know, it's an edge. But if you have these kind of nice wobbly lines here, it's going to be more, yeah, you know, it just kind of matches up nicer, and it doesn't jar by having those straight edges, because you've got all this kind of chaotic kind of mark making, and you know, you don't want to put a straight edge in the middle of it because it just takes the illusion away. And I definitely think that this is better because it's just got more colour. It's got a bit transparent. I'm going to use this side because there's no, I don't want to mess that up too much. It's got bit of transfer on it. So I don't know how well you can see it, but so it, you know, it's
Can't see it.
well, it's all right. It's not, you know, I don't think it's the greatest thing I've ever done, but it's okay, and I think it's better than it was before. I don't know. I'm not sure adding extra bits. I might just think about leaving that one and you know, moving on to another one. I just want to have a look at this bit because I quite like this little. I'm trying to imagine what it might look like because this is. Right, let's try this one. Oh, we could have done another half an hour. There's not really much of the original painting left at this rate, though, is there? That's But you know, it's a nice thing about working with the collage, though. You know that you can try things out. You know, like you don't, without having to commit. You don't have to commit to it. You can just have a look at it and think. Yeah, that's why I always think. You know, does it? I don't want to do things for the sake of it, but you know, does it improve it? You know, is it more interesting with something extra on it?
Quite good there.
I just feel that this one had a bit more of a stronger colour. You know, had this more sort of palette knife kind of white was quite nice underneath there, and then these colours are just a little bit stronger. Oh, I'll go for it. Go on. What have I got to do? Not much really. Let's try. It's quite a large bit, but I think it works. Slack it down. You know, I like to make ill-informed, snap decisions. So messy. Yeah, it's all a bit kind of ochre under there. I prefer the contrast, I think, on this bit. And it's a bit stronger colour, and I like the little scratchy, those little kind of scratchy marks were quite nice. I did with my end of my knife. I was kind of digging into the paper. So yeah, I think that is better. And then, you know, having that strong contrast between the light and dark is quite nice because it was, you know, definitely like that. And I kind of feel like it's got a little bit more of the feeling of what it was like. Slightly stronger colour, better contrast. Yeah, so. Yeah, it's not, you know, I think you would always, you know, I thought I could have left it with just that bit down there and it would have been okay. But I think it's always worth trying to go a little bit further and seeing what you think. Because I didn't have to stick it down